All right. We have another tier list right here today, and this time we are looking at the best and worst TC drops out there. And I think the results might surprise, or my opinion about which TC drop is best may surprise you. You guys commented a lot about how the video was too long in the Mimi civs, so we're going to try and do it as quickly and efficiently as possible. And done. That's it. Final verdict. Persians are the absolute best S tier, and everything else is garbage. No. Let's talk a little bit about it for real. I'm going to do this very, very systematically, very quick. We're going to be looking at the villagers. We're going to be looking at the eco bonuses, and we're going to be looking at the surprise factor. And as a fourth, we might look at the potential in feudal. So first of all, vills of Aztecs, anything special? No, they do get a slight eco bonus in terms of getting that llama, but it's not the biggest of deals. And is it a surprise if you get dropped by Aztec? I would say absolutely. So a yes, yes, and a no. So we're going to put them in the B tier over here. Bengalis, vills, same as usual. Eco bonus, nothing special. Surprise factor, yeah, it does have the surprise factor going for it. So Aztecs ranking a little bit higher just because of that llama bonus. Villagers, absolutely amazing. Eco bonus, non-existent. Surprise factor, yeah, huge surprise factor there. And I would argue that this villager bonus is so large that it places them in the A tier. So I'm also kind of looking at the sizing of each one. So just because both have unique villagers, there are villagers that are unique that are better than other villagers. For example, if comparing the Berber villagers to that of Poles, I would argue that the Berber villagers are better, although it is relatively close. Bohemians, villagers, nothing special. Eco bonus, nothing special. Surprise factor, yeah, it is kind of a surprise, but we're going to put them in the C tier for that. Now, why do I feel qualified to make this tier list? I TC drop all the time. I've done the A to Z challenge, so I've actually TC dropped with every single one of these civilizations. Britons, Vills, nothing special. Eco bonus, you do harvest sheep a little bit faster. However, that's not that big of a deal because you're probably going to want to take your boar in a standard TC, drop 6 on food and then the rest onto wood. So I would put that in B tier as well. Surprise factor, same. It is quite surprising if you are TC dropping with Britons. Bulgarians, no unique vills, no real eco bonuses. Surprise factor, not so much either. We're going to put that in C tier over here. Uh-oh. This is interesting. Well, Burgundians have great eco bonuses. Their vills can be specialized if you get the wheelbarrow bonus for them. And if you go to feudal age, they have a lot of things added for them as well. And it's very, very surprising. I would argue that Burgundians is above both Aztecs and Britons, but not on the same level as Berbers, which is actually going to get me to add an additional row above, which is going to be like super S tier. Oh, now we changed the wrong one. Row above S++, and let's change the color on that. Make it black. We can't see anything if it's black. Sure. Let's change the color on this bad boy as well. Boom, gray, and then like this is my ultimate pick over here. Burgundian is very, very good to TC drop with. Burmese, nothing really going for them in terms of villagers, in terms of eco bonus. Surprise, yes, there's a surprise factor going for them as well. Byzantines, they have a good bonus. Not an eco bonus, The villagers are the same, but they actually do have a bonus for their TC, a category that I did not mention, and they have good surprise as well. 10% additional HP is quite good. And in addition, if you get to feudal age and go for a tower hop into on, say, arena, I'll put these guys in A tier as well. Celts, villagers, nothing special. Eco bonus is huge. Any wood bonus is massive. Arguably, this wood bonus is better than that of the Burgundians because you don't have to pay anything for it, and TC dropping with Celts is quite surprising as well. Chinese, they have a funny start, but you do start with 6 villagers, allows you to pick up Loom right away, so you will be 1 villager up if you pull off their start correctly, thus giving you an eco bonus indirectly. And I think that eco bonus is more impactful than that of Aztecs and Britons. Their villagers are nothing special. It is a decent surprise when Chinese TC drop you. I think I would. The 1 villager is huge. I think I would put them on A tier as well. And actually, the order over here. Let me see. Let's organize them best to worst over here because I think Chinese would be low A tier. I think Burgundian is probably my favorite because you can pick up wheelbarrow as well, then Celts. So I actually like this order. So this is high A tier, so this one would be higher, and this one would be lower. And we have to switch that actually because the sheep bonus is probably better. These are all the same to me. Ooh. Cumans, villagers, nothing special. Eco bonus, nothing special. Surprise factor, it is surprising-ish, although people do think of UTC dropping. What about double TC drop? Actually, I'm going to be quite controversial and put them in F tier because they actually have an eco bonus that works against them. Their TCs take longer to construct in the current patch. There's some videos of me doing a Cuman double TC drop, quadruple TC drop, but that was when the second TC constructed at 100%. Now it is significantly slower. I forget what the exact percentage of construction is, but if you just garrison against a Cuman TC drop, you're going to win. That simple. Dravidians, no real eco bonuses in Dark Age, but do have a great eco bonus in Feudal Age with the 200 additional wood, which makes it really, really good for TC dropping on Arena. The villagers are nothing special, and they have a good surprise factor behind them as well. So much so that I would say depends on Dark Age or Feudal Age TC drop, right? I'm going to put them in high B, the highest in the B tier, like B plus. The reason is if you're doing a Dark Age TC drop, you're not going to benefit from that bonus at all. And that's also kind of where I'm going to go with Ethiopians. So Ethiopians, villagers, nothing special. The eco bonus does kick in feudal where you get 100 food and 100 gold. The gold is not very, very useful, but the food is 2 additional villagers that you don't have to get the food for. Surprise factor is there. You are going to be surprised when you get dropped by Ethiopians. Low B tier. Franks may be surprising to you, but I would argue that Franks is actually quite the good TC dropping civilization. Where are your villagers going to be when you're running forward? Probably berries, and you're going to get a lot more or a lot of food faster from the berries than you otherwise would. Very surprising to be TC dropped by Franks. Villagers, obviously, nothing special. We're going to put them about on the same as Britons, behind Dravidians, though. Goths, instantaneous loom when you need it. They do have a very, very, very tiny eco bonus when they fire upon the boar, so you can kill the boar quicker. Honestly, messes me up more than it does me good. Could combine this with infinite militia into TC drop, so that's a cool variant that you could do with them. And Yeah, overall kind of disappointing. Overall kind of disappointing. I don't think it's on the same level as Chinese, which is going to give you an additional villager. I think it's better than Dravidians though, just because of the instant loom kind of potentially saves you a vill in a tricky spot. Gunjaras is really, really good in my opinion because you can just keep that mill at home. So it has a very, very nice eco bonus going for them. It is relatively surprising. Nothing special about the villagers. However, we are going to put them on the lower end. Hindustanis actually also a very, very good TC dropping civ. Their villagers aren't anything special, but their bonus that the villagers are cheaper. You're going to be constructing a ton of villagers, and Vil fighting them is a very nice bonus to have, and it is quite surprising as well. Low A tier. So this is the highest level of A tier. This is the lowest level of A tier. This is the highest B tier. This is the lowest B tier. C tier, everybody is kind of the same in my opinion. Huns. Huns are F tier. Huns are just straight up F tier. Nothing special about their villagers. The eco bonus works against you with the less wood. The house is not having, you might think is an eco bonus, but it could be nice to use it as quick wall or to wall off resources from your opponents. It is surprising, however. And you know what? Even though they're not worse than Kumans, Kumans is still worse in my opinion. Yeah, Kumans is still worse in my opinion. Incas, villagers, they can in Castle Age get bonuses, but that means nothing for us. Wait, sorry. Aztecs have carrying capacity. Incas have the additional llama. Boom, fixed. Incas, llama, there. Aztecs, a little bit better because they have the higher carrying capacity, which is going to overall add to better eco. If you're going full Dark Age, I think this is actually better than Dravidians. If you're not going Dark Age, I think, and you're going Feudal Age, the 200 wood is better from Dravidians. So that's kind of like a, which one do we go? I think we're going to go Aztecs because we're going to assume Dark Age TC dropping here. Tricky one with Italians, 15% less to go up to the feudal age. If you are going feudal, you have to consider feudal. You have to consider feudal eventually. I think we're going to put that behind Dravidians. I'd rather have 200 wood than 15% less, but I do think the 15% less helps more in the food collection of Britons and Franks. Faster collection, easier up. Don't really want to go up. So yeah, we're gonna assume Dark Age. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I think I like this more. Still better than one llama, I would argue, because the llama is not collected at a faster rate, and better than the 100 food and 100 gold that you get from Growing Castle. Cheaper. Oh man, this is so tough. I feel like all of these are so evenly. Probably better. Probably better because of the wood. It's like 100 wood. Yeah, I think wood is more impactful than the food. You just need 6 on food, and you're probably gonna have 6 on food with Britons and with Franks as well. Save you more than Dravidians overall and give you more flexibility. If we're assuming Dark Age, I would say yes. I would say yes. Surprise factor, it is surprising to TC drop with Japanese, and the villagers are nothing special. Khmer. Villagers are special. They can go into houses, which is a huge bonus. Eco bonus, they also have with the villagers being able to generate food off of farms and not need a mill. Huge bonus as well. You don't even need to construct a mill, and you can still make farms with Khmer, just allowing you to sneak and hide and make villagers wherever. Great surprise factor as well. People don't know what you're going to do with Khmer, and we are going to put them in S tier for that reason. Still below Berbers, but definitely above Burgundians, in my opinion. Koreans, almost nothing special about them. They do have 15% more stone mining, but we're just looking at such small eco bonuses at this point. It's not even super relevant in my opinion. These are just like okay. They're just okay. Maybe a controversial one here. Villagers, nothing special. Eco bonus is huge, 150 food, but that food is not necessarily going to relate into anything meaningful. Once again, wood and keeping that TC, fighting TC going up is going to be more impactful, but it is more impactful than the food collection bonus, which you just get it, right? It's nice. It's nice. A lot of B tiers over here. Magyars, let's just go through quickly. Generic, faster uptime with melee could be nice, but overall, no villager bonus, no real eco bonus in Dark Age. Surprise factor is present. Malians, oh, the discount on wood buildings is quite nice. Houses and stuff. Yeah, yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. Mayans, absolutely going to be B tier as well. I would even argue one of the higher tiers because you have the additional villager and you can pick up loom at the beginning. I would say that is better than Goth, but less than Hindustanis or Ganjaras in the long term. Just try and move through this very, very quickly. Mongols quite good with the faster hunt bonuses, but once again, we're just looking at food bonuses over here. We really have a huge B tier section over here. Love you, wife. Persians. This is an interesting one. I think Persians do not have a villager bonus, right? But their eco bonus or their TC fighting potential is so flippin' huge. Their TC fighting potential is so huge that they have to be S tier here. They just have to be. But I would argue that I've gotten a higher elo doing Berber villager rushes than I have with Persian TC drops. Therefore, I would say below Berbers still. Yeah. Huh. I'm thinking ahead already. I shouldn't be thinking ahead. Poles. Villagers get a great fighting bonus. They have a pretty good eco bonus as well with their Volrafs that deposit food immediately if you are in a pickle, and it is still relatively surprising. I think I like them more than Khmer, but less than Persians. Portuguese in a team game can be quite hilarious, but once again, we're looking at quite generic over here. Throw them in the C factor. Yeah, it's just really, really heavy in the B and the C factor. There's a lot of really, really bad ones. Saracens, not great Vil fighters. Their eco bonus can be pretty good if you can make it to feudal age. Probably the best feudal ager out there. And I think for that reason, we're going to put them up here if you can manage to get to feudal age. And here comes the controversy. I think that Sicilians is the absolute best TC dropping civ. Why? Do their villagers get anything special? No, not like Berbers, but they have. Well, actually, that's not true, because the Sicilian villagers construct faster, and that trickles down in so many assets of a TC drop. They construct it faster, so you only need to go forward with 8. It's like constructing the TC with 16. If you construct it with 16, it's going to go up. If you construct a Sicilian TC with 8 villagers, it's going to go up, which saves you a lot of resources because it's instead of 16 walking forward, it's only 8 walking forward, thus giving you a lot of additional resources in which you can bank up wood or bank up food or something in that nature. Another eco bonus that they have going for them is the additional 100 stone in the bank, which is massive. That means that you can TC drop just as much as they can remake TCs without needing to collect additional stone. They are also quite good for going with a feudal TC drop with their dungeons. I don't know. No, I do know. I think if you're just looking from TC drop, this one is also the most user friendly. Like Berber Villager micro, you have to do so much micro in order for that to be successful. I think on lower elo, Sicilian TC drops are, but they don't have double the HP. Who cares? Who cares? You have way more eco on wood. You only have 6 on food. People will be so much more surprised to be TC dropped by Sicilians than they will by Persians. I'm not even doing the BC thing anymore. Just slap them in there, Slavs. Faster construction actually does help quite a bit. I would say probably more so, but we're not going to put them in the A tier in my opinion. Honestly, you know what? I've redecided. These guys, I don't think you're A tier worthy over here because I see upgrade Tatars, whatever, generic, from in the goobly guck over here. Teutons. I see Teutons with the extra garrisoning actually is good if you have more villagers. Definitely would call them A tier as well. Turks, who cares? Knowing where your opponent is can actually be really, really big, especially with a lame. I think I like that even more than the additional villager, then the additional sheep, then the cheaper villagers, then the faster construction. Yeah. It's such a big bonus, especially if you can get their boars down and they don't have food, because the way that you win a TC fight is they don't have food, but you do. There's some really cool variations with Vikings that you can do in which you go up to field, get wheelbarrow for free, your villagers are faster, and then you kind of Berber villager rush them. But overall, if we're looking at Dark Age, they don't really have any eco bonuses either. They're kind of generic. But if you do get to feudal, it can be huge. I think Vikings is also an underrated TC dropping civ. And with that, I think I am good. I condensed a 48-minute tier list into 23 minutes. That means that I spent less than a minute on each civilization. Sorry if that was a little bit quick. Do you agree with this tier list? Do you disagree with this tier list? What is wrong? What is right? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and also make sure to like and subscribe for your mom, because Poopload loves your mamas. Nah, I'm just joking and mucking around. But I do actually think that there's some value to making these tier lists, and some that are really, really overlooked, and some that you can have a lot of fun with. TC dropping, like do the Khmer house rush, it's really fun. Go with Burgundians, get that wood upgrade almost instantaneously, and get wheelbarrow. It costs you 3 vills, but it is well worth it. You can become a Berber in Dark Age as well. It's a lot of fun. Or even Celts or Byzantines with the 10% additional HP. Teuton TC drop. Oh, you thought I was gonna Teuton tower rush you? No, pull this Uno reverse card on you and drop my TC on yours. Lame their stuff if you're a lamer boy. Vietnamese is definitely great for that. So you can add a little bit of style, a little bit of flavor to your TC drops. All the strat in the book, the meme book. Keep on walking and keep on enjoying the game. Poop Lord out.